Hello everyone, this is Daily Dose number 5 and finally I get the chance to share with you. What I want to do this morning is just share a dream that I had last month, and I hope that it will encourage you. God speaks to different people in different ways, but one of the primary ways that he speaks to me is through very vivid dreams. I don't know if this happens to you, but I have a dream and then I wake up and my husband's in trouble. My dreams are incredibly real to me, and this one was exceptionally real. I woke up in the middle of the night from the dream, my heart pounding, and just began to pray. And yeah, that was on the 10th of February. Thankfully, I actually wrote the dream down, so it's helpful to have the details and the date. And over the last month and a half, I'd pondered over this dream, and it's become clearer and clearer in the past couple of weeks what God was actually trying to show me. So I'm just going to read a little bit about this dream. I had an awful dream last night, 10th of February. Josh, you may know him, he works for NewGen. He was driving a car, and the car was carrying our family. And he was driving along a seafront boulevard, and on my right hand side there is the sea, and this huge wave is starting to build, and on the left hand side of the car is a wall. And so basically this car is stuck between this wall and the sea, and this wave is building and it's building and it's building and it's building. We urged Josh to drive faster, but it's no use. This huge wave is going to crash over us. Is this it? Will we all die? And I remember in the dream crying out to God as the shadow of this wave came over us, and just realizing that there's no escape. This wave is going to crash. And I remember in the dream just wondering, is this it? Will we all die? And then water covers our car. And then in the midst of that, I remember thinking, do we get out? But I realized if we get out, my kids won't be strong enough to swim. And so I'm completely overwhelmed and fearful. And then just so quickly that wave recedes. And now our car's a bit battered and bruised, but surprisingly, it's able to carry on driving. And I remember feeling just such immense relief and just such gratitude to God that he had spared us in something which looked absolutely unsurpassable. It didn't seem like there was any way that we would survive such a thing, and yet the car even keeps driving. And so I say here, what does this mean? I say a car often means ministry, and I say, is this a warning of some sort? Is the prayer that we'd be those who are checking the forecast and not taking the wrong route? And then I say here, I don't think that this is it. Or is it perhaps just a reassurance that although something very big is going to hit, we will be okay, and we're not to try to escape, we will be fine? Is it for us as a family, or is it for NewGen as a church, or is it for someone else? And so that dream has become such a comfort to me, because of course now it becomes clear what it was. But on the 10th of February, when I had that dream, there was a coronavirus outbreak in China, but that seemed very far away and it wasn't on my radar. When I've looked at the stats now, there were only a handful of cases in other countries. There were 8 cases in the UK. On the day before, there were only 4 cases. It wasn't something on my radar, but of course this wave has built and built and built and built and become just a huge thing, the biggest thing that we faced in our lifetime. And it's easy to feel despair, and it's easy to feel completely overwhelmed. But thank you, Lord. Because of that dream, I know, number 1, God is not surprised. I know that, number 2, this too shall pass. And actually in the dream, that wave receded very suddenly, and so I take great comfort in that. And from that dream, I know, in my understanding now, that that car represented the church. And I know that the church will prevail, and the church will even keep moving forward. And so that's been an incredible encouragement to me over these past weeks, where every day just seems so shocking and so overwhelming. But God is not surprised. And so I hope and pray that that is a comfort to you. God is speaking to his people. He has not taken his eye off the ball. He is with us, and we will prevail as his church. Have a fantastic day.